What's up, y'all? This is week 5 of the podcast for the High Rollers League. I'm Commissioner Aaron Smith, king of the HLR Ballers, and Do You Believe in Magic, which has none right now. Joining me, of course, as every week, my co-commissioner, Mr. Kyle Moorfield, the king of the Daisy Duke Tuna Dollars.
No Daisy Dukes tonight, though. Ba-bam!
Hey, well, you can't ba-bam. Remember, you didn't pick yourself last week.
That's all right, but I'll ba-bam during the game.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Is
So,
this the Debo show, or is this the podcast?
I gotta wear this Debo show because Debo whooped my ass last week on my Do You Believe in Magic team, and I don't appreciate it, so I'm anti-Debo because I might have to go get some again, but we'll talk about that later on.
We'll see.
Yeah. So anyway, let's...
Week 4, you know the high score? You saw it on the side. Colossal Connection, congratulations. Toilet Bowl Award winner, More Gooder. Got him.
Dude, this is More Gooder. He jinxed you, man. He picked you, and ever since then you've lost 2 in a row, and you're going to lose a third this week, but we'll talk about that a little later
First
on.
guy with the top score and the low score.
Wow. Hey, that's something new. We don't usually do that.
Yeah, well, picks, we always do that.
Yeah.
Last week we were both 5 and 7.
5 and 7.
Yeah. Another push.
Actually, if you want to know the truth, I would have lost this week, but after the trade Miglik made, I immediately went to Kyle and said, dude, I'm changing my pick. You want to change yours? No. Okay, I'm changing my pick because Miglik ain't going to win this week now. So, 6165 show, I jumped off the wagon quickly after you made that trade.
Well, I would rather lose the pick and win the game.
There you go.
Remember that. 6165 show.
Let's tell them about the points this week in the league.
Points?
Yeah.
What about the points?
Everybody's points are high.
Yeah. You got 200 points. Don't think you're going to win this matchup.
Good Lord.
How many people scored over 200?
We had 4 teams score over 200 and lost this week. We had Oklahoma, the Magic team of mine. Fear Fits lost late last night, scoring over 200. And LeVar's Legends put up 200 points on HLR and lost them, which is, it's just 200 points ain't the bar anymore. It's like Colossal Collection set it up for 250, so I'm thinking 215, you might be in there.
Yeah. Unless you get lucky, like some teams, and score under 200 points and still win.
Well, that was Power to Light, and they did go against the Toilet Bowl, so that happens. But you know,
well, it's just the way it goes.
This is the way it goes.
Yep. You don't like your team, make a trade, make a pickup, do something, make a move.
A lot of people sitting in trades out, but man, these trades I've been seeing are
looking for steals, not deals.
No, like Tannehills.
Oh.
Tanner deals.
Hey, you're talking about a guy that's going to be starting Russell Wilson this week until he dropped him, and he's going to be starting Blaine Gabbert. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
That's a Missouri fan,
Dude, this guy started Russell Wilson last week, got a couple points. If he'd have started almost any other quarterback in the league, he'd have beat you.
I'm glad he didn't start any other quarterback.
An idiot. Like the Tannehill, I tried to trade him last week, and he didn't want.
Nobody wants Tannehill.
Would have got him a win. Would have got him a win.
It would have gotten a win last week, but you said that afterwards. Going into the week, you're not going to trade for Tannehill.
When you're starting Russell Wilson, the guy's like 5'7", you should be starting somebody else.
Dude, Doug Flutie's 5'7".
Yeah, this ain't no Flutie Flakes here. Give me a break.
But bam!
What else do we got before we go to these picks for week 5?
Well, we really don't have much. Ain't nothing to talk about. We want your ideas on how we can improve the podcast. We want to know if you're actually even watching the podcast. So after the podcast is done, later on this evening,
special contest.
We're gonna post the special contest results, and we're also gonna post a message on the message board for you to give some podcast ideas or something you would like to see us do differently.
Yeah, we've got some ideas. Some of them you may not like. Some of them you may end up liking. But they may involve you, they may not. Give us your feedback. Come on, guys.
This is the High Rollers League, man. Get involved. You didn't pay $250 to play in this league to be quiet and just turn your lineup in. You can do that on Yahoo.com's free leagues. Get your ass involved in this, and let's see what we can get together here. We want everybody's participation.
Participate. That's right. Let's go to the picks.
Going into the picks this week, we got a lot of games we're going to break down. Starting from this week forward, unless there's a super game in additional conference, we're only going to break down one game that we feel like is the most important in each conference. Instead of trying to go 4 or 5 different games, we might comment on some players on some teams, but the true breakdowns are going to be on a one game per conference.
But for your pleasure this week, we've got a special guest picker.
We got a guest picker in here to make picks with us. Come on into the scene.
Da da da!
Yeah! This guy! This guy! Oh man, he's in the house. He's here to make picks. He's on camera. He took the place of Mr. Bohica this week, who got called to work at the Royals game.
Beer here! Beer man! Let's go beer!
But believe me, Bohica will be making an appearance on the podcast, but That's neither here nor there. We got this guy in
Yeah.
the house now. So let's go ahead, Kyle, and set it up. Let's see what we're going to do here.
All right. Hardcore versus Oklahoma is going to start the week off.
This is not a breakdown game. I'm going to roll with winner of Hardcore is really going to be 0-5.
Whoa, you're going to go against
Defending
Hardcore?
champion. I picked him 4 weeks in a row. He lost.
Well, I don't think he's going to go 0-5.
God,
I'm going to pick Hardcore.
I'm thinking hardcore.
Jake thinks he's coming off the schneid too.
Man, I just can't believe the defending champ 2 times a year getting money. 0-5 after this week.
I know he sent
unless
a couple
makes
trade.
move.
Yeah, he's sent a couple trade offers, but he's not. He's not really in the ballpark. I don't think quite yet for anybody in that league.
He might need to come
be willing
over
trade.
to the NFC side.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
the
think
NFC sides are willing to make deals.
At this rate, I don't think he's going to be in the All-Pro Conference next year. That's the playoff
Speaking
conference.
of, not to cut you off, but speaking of the All-Pro Conference, I did have a text message and a call this morning from team owner Brad Blackburn of the Killer Bees saying, where's the trades at in the All-Pro Conference? Every conference is making trades. All he's getting is hustle deals. He wanted me to specify P&L sending him deals of players that he can't use. If you want Jimmy Graham, big dog, somebody like that, he said, come get him. He's willing to trade him. He's a willing dealer. And he also wanted to point out Oklahoma. He sent you some deals. You guys have countered. You guys aren't close. He wants to work on something. Let's get some deals going in the All-Pro Conference.
Yeah, those guys made the playoffs last year. They think they can just coast on in. Again, some of them will, obviously. They'll get automatic bids, but some of them won't.
That's right.
Let's go to the next matchup. Speaking of Colossal Connection and the Killer Bees, here they are. Who do you got?
This is a breakdown game for us. I'm gonna roll with, in a close matchup, Colossal Connection. This dude's team is starting to gel. He's had 220 plus points in 2 consecutive weeks. Killer Bees, I like your team. No DMC this week. Cam Rivers, I like Brady. I'm going with Brady and Big Ben. I'm going with Colossal.
Wow, Colossal Connection. I'm going to go with the Killer Bees. Colossal Connection started down, put up 250 points last week. Every team that had the high score doesn't put up the high score the following week, so I think they'll come down a little bit and the Killer Bees will step in.
Fitz?
Fitz, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Colossal Connection. They are a very patient team, probably the most patient team in this entire league, and I think it's starting to pay off for them. So
It pays
we'll
off
see.
now. It usually doesn't pay off in the playoffs. We'll see. P&L versus Walmart.
This is an actual breakdown game. Sorry, guys. I'm going to roll with Walmart. He's got Dirty. The name is Dalton. And he's been rolling with the Matt Ryan train. I'm rolling with it. I like Matt Ryan. Arian Foster on Monday night against the Jets. The Jets can't stop anybody. Hell, they can't score. So Arian Foster should have some short fields. I love Frank Gore. Jordy, Julio's got to have more than 1 or 2 catches this week, or maybe not. Vernon Davis, I like his matchups. P&L, you've been putting up a lot of good points. You had a suspect week this week. RG3 Breeze, you can't really top tier quarterbacks. MJD against Chicago ain't gonna get nothing this week against the Bears. You've seen that on Monday night. I like Morris. I like Wallace. The problem you got, and the reason why I picked against you is because you got Calvin on bye. He's a big point scorer for your team, and you see that he didn't do much this week, and that could be the reason why you won, but you didn't score a whole lot of points. I'm going with Walmart Breeders.
Wow. Going to Walmart Greeters. Walmart Greeters, you have a good record. Usually you don't have that good of a record. Therefore, I think you're going to come back to a little bit of reality. You're going to feel it. I'm going to go with P&L on this one. I think Power Knight's going to win this matchup. Walmart, you're going to come back to where you're normally at. Middle of the road.
Tell us about P&L and Walmart.
I'm going to go with P&L as well. This guy is, again, he's in that conference for a reason, and he knows what he's doing, and he's got a good team there. And even with his bye players, I think he's going to do it. Walmart's going to come back to earth.
Okay.
P&L is a perennial playoff powerhouse, so we'll see.
So you guys are P&L and I'm Walmart.
Yeah, Hillis. What you talking about, Hillis? Versus your nemesis, More Gooder.
Oh, okay.
Well, before we start, what were you saying about More Gooder?
Less gooder.
Wow.
Bye-bye.
P&L, what you talking about? Hills gets a win this week. More Gooder, you got too much stock on the Cowboys. They're all on bye. With Hakeem Nicks out, you do got some good backups. I'm going with what you talking about, Hillis.
Wow, More Gooder, I think you'll pull this matchup out against what you're talking about, Hillis.
That means you lose.
You got Fitz.
I wonder, he's got Orton on his team, and if he'd have played Orton this week, he probably would have won. But he didn't, and he didn't. So I'm going to go with, I don't even know who he was playing, but I'm going to go with the other guy.
Hillis,
what you talking about,
Hillis is going to win this week.
2 for Hillis, 1 for Gooder.
Man.
6165 show versus Lavar's Legends.
Well, LeVar's Legends
no
with
quarterback.
with Blaine Gabbert gets the win this weekend against
You're kidding me.
Dude, he's gonna beat 165 show. He's got Romo on bye. Dude, who's 6165 show's quarterback this week? Alex Smith? That
Alex
guy
Smith.
can't go 30 yards.
Alex Smith is who will be starting.
Vic against Pitt is a tough matchup. Pitt's secondary is suspect, but Palomalo is supposed to play this week. I can't believe 6165 show is going to start 1-4. LeVar wins.
I can believe that the 6165 show will start 1-4. They're terrible. The only thing that they have is pictures.
Of dudes in thongs. What are you holding on to that picture for? Dudes in thongs?
I'm just glad you don't have one on the other side with my butt cheeks hanging out of that thing.
Maybe he
Number
does.
one. And number two, my wife says, get off the damn porch. You're not getting my autograph. When I come out in the morning to go to work, hop in my truck, stop hounding me. I'm not giving you my autograph. I'm not autographing that picture. You're going to sell it on eBay or Craigslist or do whatever. I'm not doing it, so stop.
Bam!
But I am going to pick you this week, 6165.
What? Come on, dude. What's he got to make you pick him real quick?
Alex Smith.
Dude, that's my nemesis. I can't don't ever bring that guy's name up
He's
again.
always good for a one-hitter quitter.
Yeah, this might be the week. Hey, you need a 6165 because if you don't, you're not making it.
Fitz,
LeVar's
give us your
Legends.
story.
Plain and simple.
LeVar's Legends,
Plain and
wow.
simple with no quarterback.
He's got a quarterback, dude.
I'm a Missouri guy, and he's got a Missouri quarterback, and it's just not going to work.
It's better Tannehill, Tannequeer, Tannefield, my balls, whatever
Look at
the
the
guy's
points,
name is.
baby. Look
Points
at the
don't mean
points.
nothing, but bam.
That's what the league is. Points.
All right.
HLR versus the Tuna Dobbers.
Speaking of points, this is a commissioner's matchup, one of my favorites every single year. This guy's begging for receivers because he knows next week on this show I'm popping for the last undefeated team to go down like the Miami Dolphins. HLR wins. He ain't got no receivers. He needs help. Don't trade him. I'm going to take him. No more undefeated teams after this week.
I am going to break the curse of the Hawaii 5-0, thanks to this guy who started it, Jake Fitzgerald.
He's looking around like, where? You know who we talking about.
I got to get to 5-0, and then I got to get past that into the playoffs and win the whole damn thing.
Wow.
Take that Hawaiian vacation on you punks. Now, that being said, last week I picked against myself for a reason. The game was close, but dipshit made a horrible trade and ruined his whole damn team. If I'd have known that, I would have picked me.
Bam!
But that's all right. He lives with the consequences, and I win. Going with the Tuna Dobbers this week.
I don't expect you to take anything less. Fitz?
I'm going to take the Daubers as well, and I'll tell you why.
Birmingham.
Because in 2 weeks, I've got you, week 6, and I'm going to stomp that ass.
So I'm gonna get to Hawaii 5-0, and then you're gonna come in and
I'm gonna end
reinvent
it.
the curse.
I'm gonna end it.
You're gonna send me on my way
I'm
to
gonna end it.
the losing streak.
Well, hey, hold on a second. You're what, 4-0?
Yeah.
So you beat me, you be 5-0?
Yeah.
And then Fitz is going to break the curse?
That's what he's saying.
Okay.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You just ain't got no confidence in me, Fitz. I'm going to put it to him.
We'll see. The Shawshankers versus Payne Incorporated.
This is a feature matchup only because we just can't believe that Shawshankers ain't
Who are your
got no running
running
backs.
Dude!
Dude, DMC and Murray on bye. You knew that when you traded for him, but then you didn't replenish it. You got
And people asking you if you want running backs, and you say no!
Andre Brown. He is not going to get no PT unless Bradshaw gets hurt. And then Ben Tate, he's hurt. He may not even play. So for that reason, I do like Flacco against KC, but all of a sudden a questionable comes up on Flacco's name today. I don't know what happened there. I actually do know because I did a little research beforehand. I love Rodgers against Indy. Great matchup. But Payne Inc. has Eli against Cleveland. Cleveland can't stop anybody passing. He's got Dirty, the name is Dalton, against Miami. He's got Ray Rice against KC. KC can't do anything. Everybody knows that. Jordy and Antonio Brown, I like. His third receiver's Hartline, I think, against Cincy. That's not a bad matchup. Pittle will not get shut out in catches this week against the Bum Chiefs. He wins by 30.
Whoa. You got the Shawshankers losing by 30?
30 this week.
Well, I'm going to take the Shawshankers because the Shawshankers remind me a little bit of a team I like to call the Chiefs. They win the games and keep the games close that they're supposed to lose. And the games they're supposed to win, like last week, they go and screw it all up and get blown out.
So does that mean you're saying the Chiefs have an opportunity to beat the Ravens this week?
Yeah,
Oh.
I do. I think it'll be a close game. That not being said, I'm going to take the Shawshankers.
Fitz?
I'll take the Shawshankers.
Family thinks the Shawshankers are going to win too. This me
Why
and
not?
Fitz against you this
No,
time.
no backs, and he's got 3-4 Giants people trying to cover Eli Manning. He's got the tight end. He's got Hickson. He's going to be starting. He's got Cruz. He's going to be starting. He's got the backup running back. He's got Eli swarmed. You're telling me that if the Giants don't score anything,
I think
how's he going to get any points?
I think before Sunday at kickoff, he's going to come to a little revelation that Kyle's got a running back named Darren Sproles.
Ain't nothing. Call me if you want to make trades happen. I got it all.
Oh my. Lethal Weapons coming off the Schneid win for the first time last week. Congratulations on your first win in the league versus Sandusky hurt my tight end.
Always great to have a newbie come in and get a win. Congratulations on that. If Kyle would offer trades like he hooked you up with, he'd get more deals.
We
done
worked
and you'd
hard
get
on that
more
deal.
wins.
A lot of back and forth.
But unfortunately, I'm going to go with Sandusky because I think Brady's going to have a good week and he's going to get the win and you're going to be looking for trades again. You might call this guy up.
Ooh, I'm always willing to deal. I'm going with Lethal Weapons. I think they're going to go on a roll here. They're going to win another one. Like
Okay.
2 in a row.
I like the Lethal Weapons as well. I like them a lot, actually.
Lethal Weapons.
Lethal Weapons. Me and Fitz are on the same page here. I'm liking it.
Hey, that's cool.
Do you believe in magic? Shooby-dooby-doo.
I'm not doing
Versus
anything.
fear.
I'm not doing any singing this week because the Magic need a win this week. So I'm going to reach in my bag of tricks and I'm going to pull out a bam! Fits his ass this week. Rogers versus Indy. Vic versus Pitt. I don't really match up. I made a trade to get AP against Tennessee. I like that matchup. I don't know who I'm starting my second running back yet. I like Wes Welker, of course, and Jordy. I may start Hawkins to offset the name. It's Dalton that he just got for nothing from Mr. BSB. And Gronkowski's going to be the key for me to win this week. Fitz does have good matchups. Flacco, if as long as he's all right against Kansas City. Dalton, he's got MJD. I don't like against Chicago at all. Nobody can run the ball in Chicago. I've seen 4 or 5 teams run, and they can't run on them. Lynch against Carolina, I like that matchup. Cruz against Cleveland. Fitz, Larry Fitzgerald against St. Louis. Brandon Lloyd against Denver. Lloyd is not going to do nothing against Champ Bailey, by the way. And Davis, Vernon Davis is a good tight end to have. I'm going with the Magic, and it's going to be a very close game. I'm going to be sweating this one out. I need this win.
Well, going in the tide, I think this is going to go. Me and Fitz may be on the same page here versus you, the rest of these picks. I'm going to go with Fear Fitz. I think Fear Fitz, the Magic is run out. I thought that was the better of your 2 teams. Starting the season, it just hasn't worked out that well for you.
No, I scored 200 points twice and lost, so.
Yeah, it's tough, but the HLR team seems to be a little bit better than the Magic team right now, but anything can change. But I think Fear Fitz is running into a nice little streak here. Now, those streaks don't always last, but I think it's going to continue about 1 more week.
Kyle's the in the street. He just lost last week.
He's got a good record.
He's 2-2.
That's better than he normally is.
Bam! You're up!
At this point in the season, I'm usually 4-0 or 3-1, and then I piss it all away because I give you half my team. But
Oh, whatever.
this year,
You give it to Chad instead.
I didn't give him a shit. I didn't
Sorry,
give
my
him anything.
bad. Go ahead.
I took the 4th best quarterback in the league from him. After giving it to him 2 weeks ago, I got him back for nothing. But anyway, I like
He knows
me.
you throw that for nothing, then.
I like me in this. Obviously, I'm going to pick myself.
Obviously, that's what you should do.
That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to do it. And you're not going to score 200 points this week. I'm sorry to break it to you. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to be a close game.
Oh, really?
No, I'm going to break my foot off in your ass.
Ooh!
Come get it.
Fitz hurt his tight end.
Fitz ain't hurting nothing.
Fitz hurt his tight end.
This is an old school rivalry that Fitz has, brought up about whooping my ass, being 3-1 against me. I'm cool with all that. Bring that shit this week. I'm gonna win, and I'm still working on trades too that he ain't aware of.
Always got the deals working.
Always got the deals working. I'm the deal magic man.
Yeah.
The magic.
Foz versus Blood, Sweat, and Queers.
Blood, Sweat, and Queers wins.
Yeah, Blood, Sweat, and Queers.
No way.
Fitz. You hate to do
Foz
it.
just beat me, so I'm going to have to go with him.
Ooh, all right, mixing it up.
He put up some monster numbers, and you look at the numbers in the division. He's got some scores. And
His
it's
team
starting
is
to come
solid.
on.
Yeah, his team is solid. He's been sending out trades this week. By the way, I've been seeing he's trying to acquire a second quarterback to go with Brady. But the problem is he ain't really got a whole lot to give you but Roddy White. And in order to get a stud quarterback like a Rodgers, a top tier quarterback, Roethlisberger, or something like that, you got to be able to have somebody to replace him. So
Does he want Romo?
I said top tier, not top queer. Trade him to the homos. The homos don't play. Anyway.
Notre Dame Nation versus the Crushers. This is unbelievable.
You know what?
I can't
I'm just dropping my cards. The Crushers are going to be 4-1. This guy don't even know who's plays for most teams. He watches Chiefs games and that's it.
Yeah, but he doesn't make the first quarter of watching the Chiefs game, I'm sure.
I'm going with the Crushers. God dang it. Notre Dame Nation, you ain't got no running backs this week. Make some trades. You got DeMarco Murray and McFadden too.
Notre Dame Nation, somehow I think you're going to pull this out. I'm just going off my pure sheerness of picking the other team at this point because my record is below 500 on these picks.
I just want the 20.
I gotta
this week.
change the philosophy. And I'm going Notre Dame Nation for a reason I can't explain. I think you'll get the win.
Okay.
Fitz,
Notre Dame Nation sucks. I'm not taking it flat out.
I thought he was
And I'll keep offering you dirty ass trades all year long, and you just keep bitching about it all you want because look, they're coming. When I get home tonight, I'm going to send you 2 more. Just so you
yeah!
Wow.
But you know what?
Bam!
The Crushers, my gosh, this guy shows up late to a draft. He closes his eyes as he's drafted every time, and he falls ass backwards into a 3-1 record. He's going to do it this week. He's going to be 4-1, and I cannot understand
Wow.
why. And
And I watch 11 hours of football on Sunday. I'm 1-3.
Crushers losses 2.5.
You gave me a lot of credit, 2.5. Shit.
Yeah, that's from 12:30 to 3.
All right.
Balls out versus Bohica.
Bohica gets the win this week.
Bohica gets his ass stomped. Fitz, what's Bohica's team name?
his name's Perhima. It's not Bohica.
What's that stand for?
Put it right here in my ass. 'Cause that's exactly where everyone's been putting it. This guy just did it.
Balls out.
I ain't
Balls
did
out.
nothing. What are you talking about? I made good
It's gonna happen.
trades.
Bohica. I wish you were here, buddy, but I'm happy to stand here in your stead. And I look forward to our matchup in a few weeks. And
Setting it up.
after I stomp his ass and I stomp his ass, I'm gonna stomp your ass. So
Ooh,
buckle up. It's gonna be a long ride.
I
So
don't see it.
The first question I have for the Q&A that we ain't got very many minutes for Fitz is, what happens if he loses the next 3? He becomes
I'm
2
looking
and
at an
5.
asshole.
2 and 5 would be a tough record to come back from.
Hey,
He's
It's
got 3
possible.
tough matchups.
I'll-
Yeah, maybe 2. I don't
I'll
know
come
about
right back
Bohica.
on here and I'll talk about the next 3 weeks.
There you go. That's
There you
what
go.
I'm
Hey,
talking about.
resiliency. That's why
right.
this man's in the league.
That's
He's a
right.
high roller because he comes in and he brings it every single season.
Win, lose, and
Sends
draw.
straight down, makes
That's right.
pickups, comes on the podcast.
Talks
People come
trash,
and talk
backs
shit
it
to
up.
the podcast
That's
on
right.
Mix comes in here with a paddle. What else do you want? It's great, isn't it?
I love the podcast. I look forward to it every
Do we have
Tuesday.
anything else we
You
want
got
to
any
talk to
questions for
Fitz?
Mr. Fitz?
I think Fitz broke it down. He gave you his picks. He told you what he thought about the shitty teams out there and told you what he thought about the good ones.
Fitz, give us the last 20 minutes, 20 seconds, 30 seconds of the podcast. What's your thoughts on the
jeez.
league? Anything you guys want to say to anybody?
It's getting better every year. This is my 4th year in it, and I can't. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season, and it's early still. It's real early, and there are a lot of. We're all within a game of each other, so a lot can happen in 1 week. Injuries. We all know how those affect each other's teams.
Bye weeks coming up.
Bye weeks coming up.
Working
You
out
got to
through
get
those.
real smart with your team. You just can't pick your team and close your eyes and forget about it. So
Unless you're the Crushers.
Mr. Crushers.
All 3 of us said that. Crushers, I love you, dude. You just keep winning, man. All right.
Well, that's it for the Week 5 podcast. Stay tuned to the next to the credit slide for information on the special contest. Good luck.